we read, "Be careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise people, making the most of the time because the days are evil." So don't be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is. Don't get drunk with wine, for that is debauchery, but be filled with the Spirit. So we heard the promise of the relationship. We know of the place, the process where we're meant to grow. And now this passage here, again, summarize through Ephesians that emphasis on a key, and I needed a third P. It took me a while, but a third P, promise, place, and the point of decision that we all need to make with our lives on a daily basis. That point of decision of which path will we choose? Which way will we go? Will we choose Christ, the way of the kingdom, or will we remain distracted and committed to the worldly and selfish path? Which way will we go? To pray in the Spirit. Now, to circle back to the armor, this summarizing conclusion to the armor, and this call to pray in the Spirit. We now keep these three things in view, the promise, the place, and the point of decision. To pray in the Spirit is to receive these truths of God about this life with Him in His Spirit, and to say and to choose yes. Each day, it is to affirm the promise of God's presence that, again, as I just said, was promised to us. It is to affirm that place of growth which He has established for us and to say yes to it. And it is to understand that daily walk and that point of decision that we come up against so frequently, so many times in a day, little things, little thoughts, almost always starting in the mind. Which way shall I choose? Will it be the way of truth? Will it be the kingdom principles about this issue or another? Will it be this priority in my life, my time, my finances? Or will I go my own way? Which point will I choose? To pray in the Spirit is to pray and to approach Him with an attitude and a posture that is not only praying without ceasing, as Paul says elsewhere. It certainly is that. But it's praying with purpose. And again, this posture before Him that says, Lord, I believe your promises. And I desire them. Yes, I want this life with you. And so if I accept these promises, Lord, I accept that process, that place which you say is where I will have this life. And so yes, Lord, my decision is to give myself to you and to that which. Lord, you've said to follow me with every step. And so, Lord, I want to pray to you in the Spirit, meaning I want to embrace fully with my entire life, my heart, my mind, my very being, my 6 a.m. till 12 p.m., whatever your schedule might be, with my whole being, Lord. I pray to you and desire to submit and have this posture of humility and need for you. I personally don't think that this call to pray in the Spirit and wield the sword of the Spirit is some mystical idea that we need to withdraw within ourselves and find some hidden thing. I think it's much simpler than that. Again, to pray with a heart of alignment to His promises and His truths, with the faith that He has offered, the teachings that He has offered that accompany those truths. He is with us. He has provided us all we need in terms of support and strength. He has given us those gifts that we need personally, we saw earlier in Ephesians. And we align ourselves to Him. We make this a part of our routine. I told you how much I like routines. I know not everyone's like me. Aiden would probably say there's no one like me, but at all. And I understand that. And I know our character and our traits and our desires are all different. And some of you know my day. I started a certain way. I forbid certain things. I won't look at this, my phone, I push it away. I have to do this first. I have to do this second. My routine is crucial for me, not because I learned that for my faith to thrive, I need this structure so badly because I go astray so easily. I hate to admit to you that structure for me is so important. That's why I like this armor again, is it's another little bit of structure. But as one writer said, this verse 18 is really the foundation and principal point under which all of those preceding points must fall. If we don't first come to him with this attitude and heart of aligning before him and praying to him with need, then again, the other points, will they be as significant? Will they serve us as well? I think that's what the next point, we won't get into it too much here, about alertness and perseverance is at the end of verse 18. Keep alert and persevere because, again, like I know in my own life, so easily off and astray. Pray in the Spirit at all times. Every prayer. Keep alert, always persevere for all the saints. It is meant to shape your whole life. So as we wrap up Ephesians, there's so much here, I can't possibly summarize it, so I'm not even going to try. But just the single big idea as Paul wraps up the letter, this emphasis on trusting Christ and drawing strength from him for our day-to-day lives. My big thought for you today is, again, this week, really try to focus your thoughts and prayers, to pray constantly, to pray silly things, big things, no matter what's going on.